Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with a fresh new haircut. Nah, you're playing. Y'all know I'm their favorite nappy-headed producer out there. Anyway, we're back. Sorry, I've been gone for a minute. I was supposed to have a video up yesterday, but apparently my Apollo Twin Mark II Thunderbolt, all the pieces came yesterday, and y'all saw me on Instagram. Follow me on MrDifferentTV on Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud if you can. And I was putting it together, and I had some issues with it, but I will be doing a full review on it, and also giving you a walkthrough on how to make it work on a Windows machine, because they now allow the ability to work with Windows, but there's still a bunch of problems that they haven't fixed, but I have figured out some workarounds to get it working. Like right now, it's working in my OBS. It's working in FL Studio. As you can see, I even have the console open. Like I'm bringing it up over here. I got the console open. So everything's smooth, and I figured out how to make it work, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that later. But anyway, we're back to this video right here, the third part of the mixing and mastering series. There will be one more part when I talk about mastering today. I want to get ready for that final mix and getting ready to export so you can start mastering stuff. Now, I will be doing a beat and a song. I'll show you how I master both in the next video. But anyway, today we're going to talk about a really important thing. I'm going to be a little bit more talking than usual, but this is really important, and that is mixing in mono, or checking your mix in mono, and why you want to go about doing it, because there's a lot of issues, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you the reasons why you want to do that. Now, first off, you want to make sure that your mix translate good in mono for both venues, concerts, clubs, festivals, whatever, because they're using big PA speakers, which are mono. And if you have, if your mix is not mono compatible, then you can have phase cancellation, which means when two waveforms of different polarities intersect with each other, or the same polarity, they cancel each other out, and that creates a pretty much silence, or it makes certain frequencies sound thin. So certain frequencies in your sounds will be gone and empty, and it'll sound like, you EQ the shit out yourself in a bad way, and it makes your mix sound bad. So you always should check that. And also, it's just good, like I said, what's the other reason? Oh yeah, another reason is to make sure that to see what sounds actually stick out more, because you can tell what sounds really stick out and are really loud and really quiet when you check your stuff in mono. So that's a good thing also. And you also, it's just good to do that. So I'm gonna show you that. Now, the way I check my stuff in mono, I use plugins. I use Mix Checker, or I use my SonarWorks Reference 4, which I need to review on that, by the way. I use the mono button on those. But if you don't have a plugin that can do mono and FL Studio, I know most DAWs can do this. You just hit like stereo to mono. FL Studio go to the stereo separation knob, which all you guys love, which can cause phasing and phase cancellation if you push it too far. Just turn it to, I think, the right, and it turns to 100% merge, which pretty much means mono. So it'll be a mono signal, and I'll show you that. So listen to the beat real quick, show you, the beat so you can get familiarized with it again, and then we'll check it in mono, and I'll talk about it. So dope beat. Now let's go ahead and switch this bad boy into mono, and let's hear what problems or what elements in my mix stick out way too much, and what sounds just disappear completely. So keep in mind, I'm gonna play it real quick before I switch to mono, so you can hear the sound. You can hear, just listen to see if anything disappears, if anything sticks out, or anything like that. So here we go. Okay, so what you think? Like, is there anything, what you hear? Me, I heard that, for one, you can hear the reverb. The reverb get killed in mono, because reverb is a stereo effect. So that's going to get killed, because once you sum it out to mono, all the stereo effects are gone. They're dead. So don't worry if your stereo effects disappear, because you're pretty much listening to it in mono, so they're going to disappear. So you got to get used to that. Two, I heard, I guess my hi-hat, usually when I do this, always my hi-hats are too loud. This time they're actually in a good spot. My hi-hats are usually too loud. On my clap and snare is usually too loud, which is good. The bass drum and kick come through nicely, which I like. Of course, the piano and the pad, you can hear how thin they get, because like I said, they're stereo effects, and they're kind of fluctuating in between the stereo field plus with the reverb, so they got thinner, but that's because, like I said, they're stereo plugins and stereo effects. That's what they do. But I'm really focusing on the mono effects, because that's what really matters. So if we go back to listen to it again, you can hear the clap, the kick, the drum, Now that one hi-hat, this right here, seemed a little bit loud in mono, so I'm just gonna bring that down a little bit, just slightly, you know, not too much, probably a dB or two. And now we're gonna play it again. Oh, we need to. It's in a better place. Now when I switch it back to stereo, it just fits a lot better. So it's, like I say, it's a great way to check to see what sounds stick out too much, what's too in your face, what's too far back, what you need to push further, what you need to pull back. It's a great way to check that. And like I said, also you can hear if a sound disappears in your mix like completely, then you know something is out of phase. Maybe you got too much width on it, you got too much stereo separation. Probably need to flip the polarity of it, because sometimes that can't happen. Like I've had layered kick drums and stuff like that. Flipping in mono, they disappear because they're out of phase, or they become really, really hollow sounding. And it's because you didn't flip the polarity. Flip the polarity, boom, they come right back in your face and punch you, and they layer on top of each other right. So that's just something to really keep in mind. Like I say, this is a very kind of short tutorial. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Slim, this is so boring. But when you put this in perspective with everything I taught you, you can get a really tight, like professional, in-your-face, clean mix. And then when I show you how to master, you're just going to have that professional sound. And the thing about it is, you know, you always want to come out the gate the best you can, because, like I said, if your stuff sounds better than the next guy's stuff, guess what? You're going to get that, you know, that you're gonna be the one that's going to get the clients or whatever, and get the, you know, get the money. That's the whole point of this. So, yeah, yeah, I mean, that's really it. You know, just simple little technique. You know, check your mix in mono. Check for phase issues, or, you know, phase cancellation. And also check to see what sticks out and what don't. Like I said, I'm always trying to teach you guys a bunch of techniques that may be small and may seem meaningless to a lot of people, because I know a lot of you guys want to learn how to just make a tight beat. But at the end of the day, if you can't make that tight beat sound good, what does it matter? You can have the best beats in the world, but if it sounds crappy or mixed bad, it doesn't matter. At least you want to have it mixed decently or really good, to where, you know, you get that sale as soon as somebody hear it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, thumb it up. If you didn't like, because I always get that one hater, thumb it down. It don't really matter to me. Anyway, y'all know who it is. It's your boy Slim, a.k.a. Mr. Different. Motivated by the money. Psych. Not motivated by money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. And I appreciate you guys for coming through. Don't forget, I do stream every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Might do Fridays, depending on how my schedule going. But Saturday and Sundays, I'm usually streaming one of them days. So be lookout for that. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can be up to date when I go live or when I drop a new video. So that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.